My child, my beloved, come closer to this message because what I am about to reveal will touch the deepest corners of your heart. You have felt something shifting around you, haven't you? A strange heaviness in your spirit, as if someone close to you has been hiding a truth. Do not move away from this message. What is written here was guided, whispered, and delivered to you for a reason that will shake your upcoming days. My beloved, before I reveal the face that has pretended to love you, I want you to breathe and listen. Heaven guided you here not by chance, not by luck, but by divine placement. If you are still here reading, then your soul is ready for what others have tried to hide. Archangel Michael says, stay present. Stay awake. Because the moment you stop reading, the enemy celebrates, and heaven cannot let that happen today. My child, remember to stay connected. If your heart feels this message is speaking to you directly, subscribe to the voice that is guiding your destiny. Do not wander alone when heaven is trying to reach you. Every message that follows is for your protection, your blessing, and your awakening. My beloved, a family member who smiled in your face, who pretended to care, who acted as though they were supporting you, was never truly for you. This is the truth Archangel Michael has been trying to whisper to your heart for months. You felt discomfort around them, didn't you? You sensed something breaking inside you every time they pretended to love you, but you ignored it because your heart is pure, and you always give people more chances than they deserve. My child, hear this with strength. Their true face has been exposed in the spiritual realm first. What they were doing behind your back has reached heaven. Their words, their intentions, their envy, their hidden resentment, everything has been seen. And that is why Archangel Michael is standing beside you today, urging you to not skip, to not turn away, and to not silence the truth any longer. My beloved, someone in your family carried a love that was not love at all. It was jealousy disguised as affection. It was envy pretending to be support. It was competition hiding behind false smiles. And heaven says the mask has fallen. The truth is no longer hiding, and you are being prepared to rise above what was meant to break you. My child, listen carefully. What I reveal next will explain why your heart has been restless, why your energy felt drained, and why some days you felt tired for no reason. That person was pulling from you. They were taking from your spirit without you noticing. They admired your strength but hated that it came naturally to you. They admired your blessings but couldn't stand that you didn't have to beg for them. They admired your heart but secretly wished to see you fall. My beloved, this is why heaven stepped in. Because something serious was about to unfold, something that would have broken you emotionally if you discovered it without divine preparation. Archangel Michael says this message is the shield around your heart. Do not move away from this page because the next lines will open your eyes in a way you never expected. My child, that family member was pretending to love you only when others were watching. They wanted people to believe they cared, but behind closed doors, behind their fake sympathy and sweet voice, they carried a bitter heart. They were waiting for you to fail, waiting for you to lose something, waiting for you to cry so they could finally feel better about themselves. My beloved, you kept wondering why your blessings were delayed, why your spirit felt blocked, and why your peace suddenly disappeared for no reason. Today, Archangel Michael reveals the truth. Someone in your own family has been speaking negativity into your name. Not openly, not loudly, but quietly, in secret, hoping the universe would turn against you. They thought their whispers were hidden, but heaven heard every single one. My child, the reason you are reading this right now is that their true face has finally come out. The truth spilled into the spiritual realm first, and now it is pouring into your physical life. You will start noticing things. The way they act, the way they talk, the way they look at you, everything will reveal what was always hidden. My beloved, you are not imagining it. That strange shift you felt recently, that sudden distance from them, that uneasy feeling when they called your name, it was heaven pushing you away from danger. Archangel Michael says they were never meant to stay close to your destiny. Their hands were not clean. Their hearts were not pure. Their intentions were not divine. My child, what comes next may surprise you, but you must stay until the end. There is something heaven wants you to understand. You were protected even when you didn't know you were in danger. You were shielded even when the attack was coming from someone you trusted. Your spirit was defended because heaven loves you more than the betrayal that tried to reach you. My beloved, the betrayal did not happen today, it started long ago. But now the truth is reaching the surface, and heaven is placing you in a position where you will rise in ways that will silence every tongue that tried to speak against you. My child, don't stop reading. What I reveal next will prepare your heart for a miracle you are not expecting. My child, keep your eyes on these words because the truth is opening like a door you were afraid to touch. Archangel Michael is still here beside you, guiding every breath you take as you read this. Do not look away. The person who pretended to love you was protected by your innocence, but now heaven is stripping away everything that hid their intentions. My beloved, you are not weak for trusting them. You are not foolish for loving them. You are not wrong for giving them your heart. Heaven sees your softness, your loyalty, your compassion. And it is those very things that made you a target for the one who pretended to stand with you. But today, your softness becomes strength because the truth is finally unfolding in your favor. My child, listen closely. The betrayal that was planned against you did not succeed. Not because they didn't try, but because heaven refused to let your destiny break. Every trap they set collapsed. Every word they spoke returned back to their own door. Every intention they carried became their own burden because you were chosen long before they pretended to be your friend. My child, don't stop reading. What I reveal next will prepare your heart for a miracle you are not expecting. My beloved, keep your eyes on these words because the truth is opening like a door you were afraid to touch. Archangel Michael is still here beside you, guiding every breath you take as you read this. Do not look away. The person who pretended to love you was protected by your innocence, but now heaven is stripping away everything that hid their intentions. My beloved, you are not weak for trusting them. You are not foolish for loving them. You are not wrong for giving them your heart. Heaven sees your softness, your loyalty, your compassion, and it is those very things that made you a target for the one who pretended to stand with you. But today, your softness becomes strength because the truth is finally unfolding in your favor. My child, listen closely. The betrayal that was planned against you did not succeed. Not because they didn't try, but because heaven refused to let your destiny break. Every trap they set collapsed. Every word they spoke returned back to their own door. Every intention they carried became their own burden, for you were chosen long before they pretended to be your friend. My beloved, ask yourself something. Why did your spirit feel uncomfortable around them even on good days? Why did something inside you always whisper, "Be careful. Something is wrong"? Why did your heart suddenly tighten after spending time with them? These were not random feelings, they were divine warnings. My child, Archangel Michael says you were never supposed to trust their performance. The way they smiled wasn't love. The way they hugged you wasn't support. The way they talked sweetly wasn't affection. It was strategy. It was manipulation. It was a mask meant to keep you blind. My beloved, I know this hurts. Not because they fooled you, but because your heart would have never done to them what they secretly wished upon you. You loved them with purity. You cared with sincerity. You stood with them even when you had nothing to gain. And yet they pretended to love you with a heart full of shadows. My child, they thought God wouldn't see. They thought heaven wouldn't notice. They thought your angels were silent, but they were wrong. Archangel Michael has been watching every moment, every whisper, every step, every hidden conversation. My beloved, heaven has been protecting you from dangers you never saw. Every blessing that was delayed for a reason so that the wrong person wouldn't benefit, so they wouldn't use your growth for their jealousy, so they wouldn't stand beside you pretending to be proud while secretly hoping to see you fall. My child, you need to hear this clearly. The betrayal is no longer growing because heaven has cut its root. The energy that was draining you has been disconnected. The person who was blocking your blessings with their negativity has been spiritually removed from your path. You are entering a cleaner season, a protected season, a blessed season. My beloved, they were never truly for you. Even when they acted like they were, when you cried, they didn't pray for you. They enjoyed your weakness. When you struggled, they didn't support you. They felt relieved that you were not ahead of them. When you celebrated, they didn't smile. They secretly questioned why you were chosen and not them. My child, heaven says the time has come for them to be exposed in your life as clearly as the truth has already been exposed in the spiritual realm. Signs will appear, sudden arguments, strange distances, hidden conversations coming to light. Someone will slip up, and their true face will reveal itself, not because you searched for it, but because heaven is tired of seeing you hurt. My beloved, Archangel Michael is lifting the veil from your eyes. When you see the truth, do not crumble. Do not break. Do not panic. Realize that this is a divine release. Heaven is not taking someone from you, heaven is removing what was blocking your blessings. My child, when God removes someone, it is always protection, never punishment. You prayed for peace, and peace requires removing those who bring chaos. You prayed for a better season, and a better season requires pruning the branches that stop your growth. You prayed for clarity, and clarity requires truth. Even when the truth stings, my beloved, you were meant to outgrow them. You were meant to rise higher. You were meant to break the spiritual patterns that they wanted to keep you trapped in. Your growth threatened them, not because you did anything wrong, but because your light reminded them of what they refused to become. My child, keep reading. You have reached the part where your destiny begins to separate from their energy. The next words will explain why heaven revealed this now, not earlier, not later, but today, this exact moment. My beloved, the spiritual realm has been shifting rapidly around your name. Your angels have been fighting battles on your behalf. The betrayal that was hidden was about to manifest in a way that would have caused you deep emotional damage. That is why Archangel Michael intervened this strongly today. My child, this message is not just a warning, it is a preparation. It is a cleansing. It is a divine announcement that your life is entering a phase where fake love cannot follow you, cannot touch you, cannot manipulate you. Only truth, only purity, only sincere hearts will be allowed near you now. My beloved, something powerful is coming in the next days. And the person who pretended to love you would have tried to ruin it. They would have acted excited for you, but inside, they would have prayed that you fail. My child, heaven says no. Their influence is ending. Their access to you is being cut. Their mask is falling, and you will finally understand why your spirit felt so uncomfortable around them. My beloved, what comes next will change the way you see relationships forever. Stay with me, my child. Archangel Michael asks you to breathe slowly because the truth you are about to read will not only open your eyes, it will free you from years of silent emotional weight you didn't even know you were carrying. Stay with me. Don't look away. Every line is revealing something heaven waited for the right moment to show you. My beloved, heaven delayed this truth until your heart was strong enough to see it without breaking. The betrayal might have shattered you if you had seen it earlier. You would have blamed yourself. You would have questioned your worth. You would have asked why love is so difficult for you. But now you are rising. Now you are awakening. Now your spiritual vision is sharp. My beloved, something powerful is coming in the next days. And the person who pretended to love you would have tried to ruin it. They would have acted excited for you, but inside, they would have prayed that you fail. My child, heaven says no. Their influence is ending. Their access to you is being cut. Their mask is falling, and you will finally understand why your spirit felt so uncomfortable around them. My beloved, what comes next will change the way you see relationships forever. Stay with me, my child. My beloved, Archangel Michael asks you to breathe slowly because the truth you are about to read will not only open your eyes. It will free you from years of silent emotional weight you didn't even know you were carrying. Stay with me. Don't look away. Every line is revealing something heaven waited for the right moment to show you. My beloved, heaven delayed this truth until your heart was strong enough to see it without breaking. The betrayal might have shattered you if you had seen it earlier. You would have blamed yourself. You would have questioned your worth. You would have asked why love is so difficult for you. But now you are rising. Now you are awakening. Now your spiritual vision is sharp. My child, that is why the mask of the one pretending to love you is falling today. Because today you are finally ready to walk without depending on their fake affection. You are ready to grow without their shadow pulling you back. You are ready to receive blessings they were secretly trying to block. My beloved, the person who acted close to you was not supporting you, they were studying you. They were watching your moves, your growth, your opportunities, your blessings, not to celebrate you, but to find ways to stay ahead, to keep you small, to control the energy around you. Their love was never love, it was surveillance. My child, feel the weight of this truth. Someone in your family knew your weaknesses, knew your fears, knew your dreams, and instead of protecting your heart, they used your vulnerability as a silent weapon. But heaven did not allow their plans to flourish. Not once, not ever. Every trap they set became their own delay. Every intention they held became their own consequence. My beloved, you must understand this clearly, they didn't just pretend to love you, they pretended to be harmless. But spiritually, they were the reason for many nights you cried without a clear reason. They were the reason opportunities slipped away at the last moment. They were the reason certain relationships failed before they even began. Their energy spread a quiet poison in your environment. My child, heaven has uprooted that poison. Now your spirit is not under their influence anymore. You are stepping into a season where the truth becomes your shield and clarity becomes your armor. My beloved, ask yourself this: why did your inner peace disappear whenever you shared your dreams with them? Why did you feel drained after talking to them? Why did your blessings slow down whenever they were too close to your life? It is because your spirit recognized what your heart did not want to accept. They were not for you. My child, Archangel Michael says, your dreams were too big for their smallness. Your blessings were too pure for their bitterness. Your destiny was too powerful for their insecurity. And that is why they pretended to love you while secretly hoping you would fail. My beloved, heaven is cleaning the path for you. Every barrier placed by their jealousy has already been destroyed. You will begin to see your energy rise again. Your confidence will return. Your opportunities will open again. The heaviness you've been feeling will lift like fog breaking in sunlight. My child, they never expected the truth to reach you. They never expected heaven to intervene. They never expected you to survive the emotional traps they created. But you are still here, stronger than ever, reading this message delivered by divine timing. My beloved, Archangel Michael is standing guard over your life now more intensely than ever. The spiritual attack that was forming around you has been reversed. The words spoken against you have been silenced. The plans made behind your back have collapsed. My child, listen to this next part carefully. This is the deepest truth of all. The same person pretending to love you was also pretending to be the victim. They wanted people to think you were the one who changed. They wanted others to believe that you distanced yourself without reason. They wanted sympathy that they did not deserve. My beloved, the universe will expose this hypocrisy. The truth will turn itself inside out. One small mistake, one unexpected moment, one slip of the tongue, and their entire act will fall apart. Heaven will not let lies stand where truth is ready to rise. My child, you might wonder, why me? Why did this happen to me? But you need to understand that betrayal happens to those who carry powerful destinies. Betrayal happens to pure hearts. It happens to chosen ones because the enemy does not attack the weak, the enemy attacks the destined. My beloved, this is why heaven is rebuilding your energy, realigning your path, and restoring everything that was stolen from you in silence. You were never alone. You were never abandoned. You were never unprotected. My child, the next lines are the beginning of your spiritual turnaround. Do not miss a single word. My beloved, the person who pretended to love you is about to feel the weight of their actions. Not because you seek revenge, you don't need to, but because divine justice is already in motion. When you rise, they will fall. When you heal, their mask will crack. When you step into your blessing, their jealousy will burn. My child, heaven is not cruel, heaven is just. And justice is now unfolding around your name. My beloved, something powerful is coming your way, something that the person pretending to love you did not want you to receive. But heaven has made sure they cannot block it anymore. My child, stay close to this message. The next part will reveal what blessing was being delayed because of their presence in your life. My child, my beloved, do not move away from this message. Now you are entering the part where heaven begins revealing what was being held back, what was being slowed down, what was quietly blocked by the person who pretended to love you. Stay with me. Every line now carries a spiritual truth you were meant to hear at this exact moment in time. My beloved, your blessings were not denied. They were delayed for protection. Heaven was waiting for the wrong spirit to leave your path before opening the doors that belong to you. If those doors had opened earlier, the person pretending to love you would have sabotaged your future without your realizing they were the cause. My child, listen deeply. You were supposed to receive something months ago. A breakthrough, a shift, a blessing, a connection, an opportunity, a moment of divine change, but the energy around you wasn't clean. Your circle had a snake disguised as a supporter, and heaven does not pour miracles into environments that are poisoned. My beloved, what was meant for you didn't disappear, it simply waited. It waited for this moment when heaven wiped away the fake love, removed the spiritual blockage, and exposed the one who was secretly wishing against you. My child, feel this truth, nothing you lost was final. Nothing you missed was permanent. What is yours has been circling your life like a miracle waiting for permission to land. And now, with the mask revealed and the betrayal exposed, that miracle is finally approaching you without resistance. My beloved, the blessing you are stepping into next is something that would have ignited jealousy in them. Something that would have caused conflict, something that would have made their heart reveal its darkest colors. Heaven was protecting you from the chaos they would have created around your success. My child, Archangel Michael says, your blessing is something large, something life-changing, something you have secretly asked for in moments when no one else was around, something you didn't tell anyone. And yet heaven still heard. My beloved, the reason you had sudden financial pressure, the reason relationships failed unexpectedly, the reason peace came and went, and the reason progress slowed down was because someone in your family was spiritually misaligned with your destiny. Their energy was interfering with your elevation. My child, your spirit is too pure to detect evil immediately, that is why heaven intervened. That is why this message found you. That is why Archangel Michael is speaking with such urgency. Your next season cannot include people who wish to see you broken. My beloved, the one pretending to love you wanted access, not connection. They wanted information, not closeness. They wanted to know your plan so they could privately compare your life with theirs. Every time you shared good news, they acted happy, but their heart tightened with silent envy. My child, you deserve people who celebrate you sincerely, not people who smile only because they don't want others to notice their jealousy. Heaven is removing duplicity from your life. Heaven is clearing space for genuine souls. My beloved, what is coming to you next is so important that heaven needed to expose the fake before it arrives. The blessing was too big to be shared with the wrong person. The miracle was too sacred to be in the presence of someone who secretly resented you. My child, ask yourself, why do you feel lighter recently? Why have you been sensing a shift, like something around you has quietly changed? That is the spiritual separation already unfolding. Heaven has already started cutting energetic ties between you and the person pretending to love you. My beloved, in the next days, you will receive clarity in ways that will shock you. Something unexpected will reveal their true intention. A slip of their tongue, a sudden reaction, a message they send to the wrong person, a truth that someone else accidentally tells you. Their real face is coming out piece by piece. My child, when this happens, do not be afraid. Do not react with anger. Do not fall into guilt. Realize that this is not happening to hurt you, this is happening to free you. You prayed for peace. You prayed for signs. You prayed for guidance. This is the answer to those prayers. My beloved, do not blame yourself for trusting them. You saw them through the eyes of your heart, not through the eyes of their intentions. You believed in what they pretended to be. That does not make you weak, it makes you pure. My child, Archangel Michael says a major blessing that was on hold is now being released back into your timeline. Something connected to your stability, something connected to your spiritual awakening, something connected to your destiny, something connected to your emotional healing. My beloved, they cannot block it anymore. Their energy no longer reaches you. Their influence cannot touch you. Their resentment cannot dim your path. Heaven has officially sealed your spirit from their negativity. My child, hear this with strength. You are stepping into a period where everything that was stuck will begin to move again. Opportunities will reappear. Doors will reopen. People who were silent will suddenly reach out. Money that was delayed will flow. Peace that felt lost will return. My beloved, the blockage wasn't bad luck. It wasn't coincidence. It wasn't timing. It was spiritual interference. But now, heaven has lifted it completely. My child, stay with me because what I reveal in the next part will tell you exactly why heaven chose to expose this betrayal right now, not earlier, not later, but at this exact turning point in your destiny. My child, Archangel Michael says, a major blessing that was on hold is now being released back into your timeline. Something connected to your stability, something connected to your spiritual awakening, something connected to your destiny, something connected to your emotional healing. My beloved, they can't block it anymore. Their energy no longer reaches you. Their influence cannot touch you. Their resentment cannot dim your path. Heaven has officially sealed your spirit from their negativity. My child, hear this with strength. You are stepping into a period where everything that was stuck will begin to move again. Opportunities will reappear. Doors will reopen. People who were silent will suddenly reach out. Money that was delayed will flow. Peace that felt lost will return. My beloved, the blockage wasn't bad luck. It wasn't coincidence. It wasn't timing. It was spiritual interference. But now heaven has lifted it completely. My child, stay with me because what I reveal in the next part will tell you exactly why heaven chose to expose this betrayal right now, not earlier, not later, but at this exact turning point in your destiny. My child, my beloved, what I am about to reveal now is the reason heaven waited until this exact hour, this exact day, this exact moment to expose the one pretending to love you. Do not rush these words. Let them enter your spirit slowly. This message is not random, it is a breakthrough disguised as truth. My beloved, you are standing at the doorway of a life shift, something extremely important is about to begin for you, a new path, a new blessing, a new alignment, a new opportunity. And heaven could not allow you to enter this season with that person still connected to your destiny. My child, the spiritual realm has been preparing you for a transition. You may have felt it recently, waking up with a strange energy, sensing something big coming, feeling a silent pull towards something new. That pull was heaven moving you away from the wrong person. My beloved, the person pretending to love you was tied to your past, not your future. They belong to a chapter that you have spiritually outgrown. Their energy could not accompany you into the next level. Their heart was not capable of celebrating what heaven is about to give you. My child, heaven exposed their truth now because your new season demands protection, clarity, and purity. The blessing approaching you is too valuable to be contaminated by fake intentions. My beloved, imagine this. What if heaven had given you the opportunity you prayed for while that person was still close to you? What if your breakthrough had come while their jealousy was still active? What if you received your blessing, only to realize later that someone you trusted was secretly rooting for your downfall? My child, heaven refused to let that happen. That is why the truth is coming out now before your blessing arrives. You are being spiritually cleansed so that nothing toxic enters your next chapter. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, the betrayal was never the real threat. The real danger was their influence over your emotions. Their presence was dimming your inner light. Their jealousy was clouding your intuition. Their hidden intentions were slowing your momentum. My child, the moment heaven separated your path from theirs, the atmosphere around your spirit began to shift. You didn't see it, but your angels did. A blockage was removed. A heavy cloud was lifted. A spiritual knot was untied. Heaven cleared the path without you even knowing you needed clearing. My beloved, this is why you feel different lately. This is why you feel restless but also hopeful. This is why you feel like something new is coming even though you can't explain it. Your soul can feel what your mind cannot understand yet. My child, heaven is leading you toward a door that has been closed for years but is about to swing open with divine force. And the person pretending to love you was not meant to witness that moment. My beloved, ask yourself something honestly. Why did you feel drained after talking to them? Why did your energy shift whenever they walked into the room? Why did your spirit feel uncomfortable when you shared your dreams with them? Because your soul recognized what your heart refused to accept. My child, Archangel Michael says, the moment you stop forcing love from the wrong people, the right blessings begin to flow toward you effortlessly. Heaven is not just exposing a fake face, heaven is repositioning you. My beloved, their exposure is not the end of something, it is the beginning of something far more powerful. The moment the truth is revealed, spiritual doors open in ways you never imagined. My child, this exposure marks 3 divine changes. First, your energy is being restored. Second, your path is being straightened. Third, your blessing is being released. My beloved, heaven waited until now because you were spiritually strong enough to handle the truth. Earlier, it would have broken you. Later, it would have harmed your blessing. But today, at this exact point in your journey, it becomes a weapon of protection. My child, hear this with your spirit. The person pretending to love you was not removed to punish them. They were removed to prepare you. What is coming next required solitude, clarity, and strength, not confusion, doubt, and emotional chaos. My beloved, your heart deserves better than silent envy. Your spirit deserves better than hidden competition. Your future deserves better than people who only love you when you are suffering. My child, you are rising into a chapter where your light will be brighter, your blessings larger, your energy stronger, and your peace deeper. Heaven needed to ensure that no one with a jealous heart would step into that space with you. My beloved, the truth is painful but necessary because the next part of your journey requires courage, and heaven is preparing you for it. My child, stay with me a little longer because the next lines will reveal the specific spiritual sign you will see when their true face fully comes out. And when you see it, you will know with absolute certainty that heaven was guiding you the entire time. My child, my beloved, stay close now because this part reveals what you have been sensing deep inside but could never put into words. Archangel Michael says, you are about to receive a clear sign, a sign that will confirm without any doubt who the person was that pretended to love you. Do not rush this. Your next lines carry spiritual confirmation. My beloved, heaven is preparing a moment where their mask will slip, and you will see something you were never meant to overlook again. It will happen naturally, not forced, not dramatic, not planned, but it will be enough to change the way you see them forever. My child, the first sign will come through their tone, something small, something sudden, something slightly harsher than usual. They will say something in a way that shocks you, not because of the words, but because of the emotion behind those words. You will hear jealousy in their voice, even if they try to hide it. My beloved, the second sign will come through their eyes. Eyes never lie. Someone who loves you looks at you with softness, but someone who resents you stares at you with coldness when they think you're not watching. Pay attention. Their eyes will reveal the truth their mouth has been hiding for years. My child, the third sign will come through their reaction to your good news. When a blessing enters your life, whether big or small, they will not be happy. They will not celebrate. They will hesitate. They will change the topic. They will give dry congratulations. Their smile will not reach their eyes. My beloved, heaven says this is not you imagining things. This is spiritual clarity awakening inside you. You will finally see what heaven has been seeing. Once you see it, you can never unsee it again. My child, the fourth sign will come through distance. When heaven removes someone from your life, communication naturally breaks. They stop calling like they used to. They stop checking on you. They start prioritizing others. They begin slipping away. And it's not because you did anything, it's because heaven is pulling them back. My beloved, the fifth sign will be the most powerful. You will feel peace when they are not around. Your spirit will feel lighter. Your heart will feel quieter. Your thoughts will feel calmer. Their absence will feel like relief, not loss. That is how you know their energy was never aligned with your destiny. My child, Archangel Michael says, when you see these signs, do not panic. Do not chase them. Do not confront them. Let heaven finish what heaven has started. Some people expose themselves without you lifting a finger. My beloved, the truth will unfold exactly as it needs to. The revelation will be gentle enough not to break you, but strong enough to open your eyes. Heaven's timing is perfect. Heaven's methods are flawless. Heaven's protection is precise. My child, listen carefully now. The reason heaven is exposing them is that someone new is about to enter your life, someone whose presence will elevate you spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. And the old energy must be removed before the new soul arrives. My beloved, this next person, whether a friend, a soulmate, a mentor, or a divine connection, will carry pure intentions toward you. Their love will not be fake. Their support will not be conditional. Their presence will not be draining. They will come into your life with sincerity. My child, the person pretending to love you would have tried to block this divine connection out of jealousy. They would have said negative things. They would have discouraged you. They would have tried to plant doubt in your heart. That is why heaven had to expose them before the blessing arrives. My beloved, this is a major shift in your life, not a small change, not a minor adjustment, an immense realignment of your spiritual path. You are entering a destiny that carries strength, respect, abundance, clarity, and divine companionship. My child, heaven removed the wrong one because the right ones are approaching you. People who will support you, lift you, pray for you, celebrate you, and protect your energy the way you deserve. People who are aligned with your soul, not your suffering. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, you will not walk this next chapter alone. Your angels are preparing relationships that will help you grow, not shrink, connections that will heal you, not drain you, energies that will lift you, not betray you. My child, you have been holding too much pain inside your heart for too long. You have carried disappointment silently. You have forgiven people who never deserved forgiveness. You have smiled even when your wounds were still open. You have loved deeply, even when love was not returned. My beloved, heaven saw all of it. And heaven decided no more. Your heart deserves peace. Your spirit deserves love. Your future deserves protection. And the universe is rearranging everything around your name to give you exactly that. My child, do not fear what is being removed from your life. Fear what heaven saves you from that you never even saw. The person pretending to love you was becoming a danger to your emotional well-being. Heaven removed them before their hidden bitterness turned into an attack against your destiny. My beloved, the next part of this message will explain something extremely important: what heaven is planning for you once the fake energy is gone and why your life will begin to transform in ways you could never imagine. My child, my beloved, now that the revelation is unfolding, heaven begins preparing what comes after the exposure. Do not blink while reading this. Archangel Michael says, the moment the fake love is removed, your life shifts in ways that may feel unbelievable at first. What was stuck begins to move. What was delayed begins to accelerate. What was hidden begins to appear. Do not underestimate this transition. My beloved, heaven saw all of it, and heaven decided no more. Your heart deserves peace. Your spirit deserves love. Your future deserves protection. And the universe is rearranging everything around your name to give you exactly that. My child, do not fear what is being removed from your life. Fear what heaven saves you from that you never even saw. The person pretending to love you was becoming a danger to your emotional well-being. Heaven removed them before their hidden bitterness turned into an attack against your destiny. My beloved, the next part of this message will explain something extremely important: what heaven is planning for you once the fake energy is gone and why your life will begin to transform in ways you could never imagine. My child, my beloved, now that the revelation is unfolding, heaven begins preparing what comes after the exposure. Do not blink while reading this. Archangel Michael says, the moment the fake love is removed, your life shifts in ways that may feel unbelievable at first. What was stuck begins to move. What was delayed begins to accelerate. What was hidden begins to appear. Do not underestimate this transition. My beloved, your destiny was never behind schedule. It was being held in place by divine protection until the wrong spirit stepped aside. The blessing you have been sensing, the breakthrough you have been waiting for, the peace you have been craving, all of it begins flowing back to you now. My child, heaven withheld nothing from you. Heaven was waiting for you to be surrounded only by the souls who truly cared. Every blessing that belongs to you will now begin returning with multiplied force. My beloved, when a negative influence leaves your life, the spiritual atmosphere changes instantly. The air feels lighter. Your mind becomes clearer. Your sleep becomes deeper. Your intuition becomes stronger. This is not coincidence, this is divine alignment. My child, Archangel Michael says, the blessing coming to you next is not small. It will shake the ground around your life. It will silence every whisper spoken against you. It will surprise even you with its size, timing, and power. And this blessing could not arrive while you were surrounded by someone who did not want you to rise. My beloved, heaven is preparing 3 major shifts for you now. First, your financial energy will open. Something that was blocked due to negative influence will start flowing again: money owed to you, opportunities you were denied, abundance that was held back. Heaven is clearing the path for prosperity to finally reach you. Second, your emotional peace will return. The heaviness you have been carrying in your chest will begin to dissolve. Your heart will feel lighter, your spirit calmer, and your mind clearer. Third, your divine relationships will arrive. You are stepping into a season of better connections, people who uplift you, love you, protect you, and match your spiritual frequency. My child, this new season is not built on pain. It is built on truth, and truth always brings freedom. The moment the mask fell, heaven began rearranging your life in your favor. My beloved, you may not have understood why you lost interest in certain things, why you became distant with some people, why you felt quiet inside, as if your spirit was listening for something. That was heaven preparing you for transition. Your soul knew what your mind had not yet seen. My child, you are not the same person you were 6 months ago. You are not even the same person you were last month. Your spirit has grown. Your intuition has sharpened. Your energy has risen. And the person pretending to love you felt threatened by your evolution. My beloved, some people love the version of you that suffers. They love the version that depends on them. They love the version that doubts itself. But when you grow, when you heal, when you awaken, they feel insecure. They fear losing their hold over you. And that is exactly what happened. My child, the moment you stepped into your inner power, heaven began exposing those who could not handle your light. The fake love began cracking. The jealousy became visible. The manipulation became obvious. And heaven said, "Enough, my beloved. You must understand something very important. This betrayal wasn't your fault, it wasn't your weakness, it wasn't your mistake. It was your elevation. Your growth revealed who they truly were, and your rising energy exposed the darkness in their heart. My child, the light always reveals what the shadows try to hide. Your spiritual glow made their intentions impossible to disguise. That is why the truth surfaced now, because your soul is rising higher than their lies. My beloved, Archangel Michael says the next phase of your destiny begins when the truth sets you free, and that time is now. Your new chapter will not look like your old one. My child, this is what heaven is planning for you now. You will be protected from emotional harm. Your intuition will guide you with clarity. Your path will become smoother. Your opportunities will increase. Your peace will deepen. Your spiritual gifts will awaken. And the blessing they tried to block will find you anyway. My beloved, heaven is rewriting your story. What they tried to sabotage will rise. What they tried to stop will accelerate. What they tried to dim will shine even brighter. My child, but there is something deeper, something heaven wants you to know that is even more powerful than the blessing. Something about your identity. Something about your purpose. Something about why betrayal came from family, not strangers. My beloved, the reason betrayal came from family is because family has the closest access to your heart. The enemy always uses the closest door. But heaven always uses the closest wound to release the biggest healing. My child, your healing begins now. Heaven is touching the wound that betrayal left inside you. And in the next part, you will understand why you were chosen, why you were attacked, and why heaven is lifting you into a new spiritual identity. My child, my beloved, Now we enter the part where heaven reveals why you were chosen, why the betrayal came through someone close to you, and why your life carries a spiritual identity that others secretly envied. Do not look away. Now these next lines carry the truth your soul has been waiting years to understand. My beloved, betrayal does not come to ordinary people. It comes to those who carry extraordinary destinies. The enemy does not waste time attacking the weak, the attack always comes for the chosen ones, the ones whose light is too powerful, too rare, too divine.